Hello, hello, hello. Mary Kay Smooth here. I know you're going, why is she late? I ordered Uber Eats and I saw it was getting prepared and everything, and it was on the way. And then all of a sudden it said it was here and it wasn't here. So I started freaking out. I stopped the tip and then I called the place and they said they had sent the guy had picked it up, but then I contacted Uber Eats and got it uh, I got a refund, and then I reordered it, and that's why I'm late because I didn't eat it yet, but I waited for it and I was freaking out and I forgot the time slipped my mind. I'm so sorry though. You know I'm never late like this without telling you. So here I am with my daggone Uber Eats story, and I need to get ready to wash. Ah, and I don't have my brush, so I'm gonna have to do it with my hands, guys. And you rarely see me do that, but it works for people that don't have the brush. And now you see, you go like, Lord, and I'm gonna use the micellar water to dampen my face. Okay, so here we go. Well, yesterday was the next to the last day of boot camp. We finish up on Monday because during the summer, the school district is open only Monday to Thursday. So we didn't have it yesterday. We have it on Monday. Um, whew. And yesterday I did Microsoft Office updates, of which there are many, because we try to stay up with it because we're a big Microsoft customer for education, for the education vertical. We are the largest education client, K to 12 education client they have in the state. So we try to stay up on all the new stuff, and there've been some wonderful improvements in it that I was able to go through with the teachers. Boot camp actually has been fun. I thought I didn't miss working, but I actually love it. Um, I love it because when in with our teachers, when they come to class, they want to learn something, and they don't. They ask questions, and they actually. What I love about teachers usually can make something stretch past the intention of the manufacturer or the creator. And I love that because with technology, some of it is your imagination can take a product a little bit farther than it's expected to go. And then usually because the inventors haven't been in work and school, been teaching, they don't always have a clear grasp of all the stuff we really need. So it was wonderful yesterday, and we did come up with a couple of new ways to use a few of the products, and I love it. Um, Serum. This this Donald Trump Kamala thing is going a little berserk, sideways, but I'm prayerful that God will deliver us from evil. and forgive those that require of forgiveness and his grace. Amen. Because we need America's, we got a little trouble going. All right. Uh, retinol time. I'm getting it ready because I know I got to dry up a little bit. But so I got the Monday. I got the thing for Pat Perkins, my buddy. And then, oh, I gotta make you guys laugh. I forgot. I I've been searching for a new dentist, and I think I found one. And we were talking on the phone today. I'm mixing now. We were talking on the phone, and I had her crying because she said, "So, Miss Johnson, what do you think you need anything?" And I said, "Well, kind of, I do." I said, I told her that had been going to a dentist, but every time I went, all they did was clean and an X-ray because the program we have for teachers dental is not good. My IBM one, when I was at IBM, it was good, but the teachers don't have good dental. So by the time he got something approved, it was like 2 and 3 months later. So I left there, right? And I've been looking. And I tried to go. I tried that day going Aspen Dental. They gave me an appointment, and when I got there, they didn't have an appointment for me, and I had taken off work. So I didn't go back there anymore. Okay. Yeah, Mary Kay Smooth is on. So I was telling her a story about. I said, "Look, I'm 66. I want to have teeth in my mouth to eat when I'm old. When I die, I want teeth in my mouth." And she said, "Miss Johnson, why are you saying that?" I said, "Because my father had 32 teeth, y'all. He had 32 when me and my sister had some taken out. But my father went on a rampage. When will I say he did that? I'll say it was in the 70s. My father used to eat. It was when Joy was there. My cousin Joy. By the time Joy moved in with them, and shout out to my cousin Joy Johnson. But my father would eat a pack of Oreo cookies and a 2-liter soda at night. That's like taking sugar and then pouring acid on it on your teeth. So those teeth started, yeah. And he wasn't a crown guy because my father he didn't like the doctor and he did not like the dentist. So he ended up with like 3 teeth that held them fake teeth on. And because me and my father and my sister have a gap, his teeth didn't really look the same. I could show you pictures of him when he was young, and that's where the gap came from, daddy, not mommy. And by the end, girl, please. So one Christmas Eve, the last Christmas Eve they were alive, girl. Because daddy, I was cooking. That's another story for you. But I was cooking dinner all night because they had picked my cousins that was coming and George. They had picked 6 different meats. And the collard greens, candy yam, stuffing, gravy, this, that. And I stayed up all night making it, right? So like 6 o'clock in the morning, I come upstairs and I go into my office and I'm on the computer. And I'm hearing this noise. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And I said, Daddy, what is that noise? What noise? I said, you don't hear that noise? So then Daddy goes, oh, ish. I said, what's the matter? He said, Nelly got my teeth. Mommy, mommy's a comedian. Mommy says, get the blender. Guess you're going to be blending that rib roast he wanted. We hollered. We laughed at Daddy so hard. He was so mad. He had eaten the cookies, drinking the soda, and then in the middle of the night, he evidently took his teeth out and put them under the pillow. And Nellie and Denzel Washington was in the bed with him. They got them teeth and tore them up. I'm telling you, Denzel had the bottoms and Nellie had the tops. He had nothing, just the three teeth that was holding him on. So on Christmas, Daddy had to have the blender. And then to make it worse, that's Christmas Eve of 2010. My mother died Martin Luther King Day of 11. So 3 weeks or so. Daddy didn't have no teeth then. He couldn't even smile at the funeral. And then Daddy died in July. He had teeth by then. We got the dentist to make him some teeth, but Daddy, in fact, he might have had tops, but he didn't have. I know he didn't have no bottoms for mommies. But yeah, Mommy said, "Get the blender." Y'all know I fell out, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give you before I leave here. I'm gonna give you the cooking story. Mommy got back surgery. Must have been like 93. I was here. Might have been 94. Okay. So mommy was in, she got it at Orange Memorial. And then, in fact, she was in there. She was in there. She hadn't moved to Kessler yet. So it was around Mother's Day when my mother got her surgery. And on Mother's Day, my father went to the golf course and he said, when I come home, we're going to go see your mother. Well, I didn't tell him that I was going to make dinner, but he figured we would get something on the way. So when he got here, girl, I had cooked rib rolls, pork chops, collard greens, candy yams, mac and cheese, and some cornbread. So Daddy came in. He said, you ready to go see your mama? I said, but first you got to eat. And he said, eat. I said, yeah, there's food on the table waiting for you. Daddy went in there and he got his food, right? And he said, Maria, what restaurant did you get this from? I went in the dining room and I sat down and I said, Daddy, I cooked the food. He said, you did not cook this food. I said, Daddy, do you think that I cut up food and hand me this and hand me that when mommy's cooking and I'm not watching? I said, I don't cook because mommy cooks and mommy likes to get her glory from cooking. So I don't cook. He said, make your mother a plate. I said, no, Daddy, I don't want her to know that I cooked. He said, make your mother a plate. She going to be hungry. So I made her a plate. And we took it up there. And mommy said, where'd you get this from? Y'all found another soul food restaurant? She said, because this ain't Reverend Shambly. It ain't Jay's. Whose is it? And Daddy said, it's Maria's. My mother said, Maria ain't cooked this food. He said, yeah, she did, Evelyn. She said, I ain't cooking no more then. I said, Mommy, I don't want to cook all the time. She said, well, you're going to be cooking now. And so my mother, she sat back on me, y'all. She used to sit in the wheelchair in the kitchen and give out orders, tell me what to go buy and everything. But I will admit, my mother and my two grandmothers were phenomenal cookers. My father's mother was really known more for cooking, but my other grandmother could cook too. Um, my mother's mother probably cooked the best collard greens you ever had in your life, which my mother, you know, she passed that on. But mommy was a good cook. All the kids in Newark that was at her schools knew, and all her friends, they all knew mommy could throw it down. And I got that from her, and my sister did too. My sister, though, she is more of a 100-person cooker than I. I don't like cooking for a big crowd, 100 people. I like cooking for like maybe 8 to 10 or less, and I don't like cooking for one person. That's the one thing I don't like that. So for me, I try to cook things that I can put away, freeze or something, because I don't really like. I can't scale it down the size, and I end up wasting food and throwing it out, and I hate doing that, especially when I cook something really good. You know what I mean? So usually when I cook, I call the girls, Lori, Tanisha, and they pass through and get their plate or a tray or whatever. Sometimes I overcook, so they get a tray then. But they don't mind when I'm making soul food because I can do that. And then Rosemary has me cooking Italian food, and a little baking is going on here now, which my mother wasn't a baker, only but she was a sweet potato pie maker, and so I can do that. But yeah. So guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I couldn't help it. I I was so mad because I had spent like $35 and they had beat me. So I had to get the Uber Eats people back on the phone and get my order, and then I lost track of time. But I love your Mary Kay Smooth on the set. That's nice. Yes, your girl. So, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I won't see you on Monday because you know that I have to go to Pat's thing unless I get home early, which I don't know. I don't know if I'll be home early, but I'm gonna try. But if I'm not home early, you'll see me on Wednesday, okay? So don't be mad. Your girl is consistent. Just today I messed up because I got caught up in not having my Uber thing.